am officially hiding from my wife, trying to keep my voice down here a little bit. I lock the door. She's got me doing honeydews all day long. And, well, as a guy, I think you know what I'm talking about, right? If you're a guy watching this, it gets out of control. It gets out of control. But I got everything done that she wanted me to. And it seems like the list kept getting longer. So speaking of lists, today, this was on my list for a while, and I just did the end of the world. And I really had a good time with that. And this one kind of connects it. And I don't know if it's 100% connecting to the end of the world. But I've been wanting to do this for a long time. It is on my list, and my list for reactions also keeps getting larger and larger and larger, and it's almost out of control. So at some point, I might need to stop writing it down on a piece of paper and actually come into the current time period and digitize the list, categorize it, once I do one, have it move on. I mean, modernize my list a little bit instead of pen and pencil, ancient days where you're sitting there with no electricity and you got the feather quill, I'm getting there. I like my paperback and my ink pens and the non-digitized things in the world. Kind of gives me a little sense of I can see why older people kind of stick to their things like that and not want to change. It kind of gives you a little peace, in the ever-changing world that's around you. So anyways, the link will be down below in the description. This one probably will get me talking again, and I'll try to keep it short. I'll try to keep it on point. But you guys know how I can get from on occasion, and I thank you for sticking with me. But I've been holding off on these for a while for Tom because I know they were going to get me talking, and I wanted to be a little bit more comfortable in my situation before I started yapping about things and getting banned for life. Be quiet. I gotta be quiet. Okay. Here we go. Tom MacDonald, Brainwashed. Okay, brother.
Half the country fell asleep, but they scream woke. We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows. Politics, celebrity, gossip, popular, neat quotes. Black lives, white lives, which lives mean most? We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month.
Yeah, I knew where that was going, dude. I knew where that was going. Yeah, as a vet, I'm okay with the one day, I guess. I would like to see Memorial Day be like at least Memorial. This is my fantasy of Memorial Day. Would have Memorial Day be like a week-long thing, like a 7-day thing, and have each day of that be devoted to a different war or different conflict. Really getting in depth into the people who have died and suffered for our ability to get on here and spew whatever we wanted to spew. You know what I mean? I do think it's important, and whatever you may think of that, the military and the people who, maybe you might disagree with hurting other people or whatever, if you're a pacifist or whatever, they don't control the conflicts that they're in. The federal government controls the conflicts that they are in. And I just want to remind each and every one of you, you vote for who comes in. So we only have a 50, 60% rate of people in the United States that actually vote. And before you have the right to complain about anything, you better get out and vote. I mean, you got to do something. You got to do something about it. Just don't sit in your house and complain. But I do think that the military deserves more than what they get. I like my 10%, of course. I like my 10% discount. That is very, I got just, I don't want to get too far out here, but I will say this to all of the stores. If there's anybody that's watching this that has a business that gives a 10% discount to the military folks that come in, we do appreciate that. As a family man, stuff like when my hot water heater would go out, and I'm a working man and I got my family I'm thinking about, and I have to go to Lowe's or Home Depot to, get an emergency hot water heater, and they're, $500-600, $1,000 an hour plus, it was important to me that I would save 10% on those items. And it really has impacted my life in ways that I really can't possibly thank you enough for. So I just wanted to say that to all of the business people, if you are watching there. But I think they deserve more. And I don't really agree with people's identity being, I mean, what are we doing there? I don't even understand what the identity thing is, why you need to devote a whole month to that. And then something as serious as, what I've just been discussing, the military, I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. And he's 100% right. And that's why I like Tom. We'll go back.
But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month. The most dangerous pandemic's propaganda from these clowns. Only mask that's gonna save us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't speak. We don't need to defund police, need to defund the media who lies through their teeth. Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog, cause every patient that gets cured is a customer lost. And big...
Oh my gosh, he's gonna kill me on this. Well, I don't know if you guys know this, and I know I get to talking about some of this stuff sometimes, but there was an act that was put out in 1948. It was called the Smith-Mundt Act. And what it did was, I might screw some of this up, but I don't remember all of the details. So please forgive me if I get some of it wrong. But the basic principles was it restricted the government. It kept the media from, prevented them from putting out domestic propaganda, basically, right? It prevented the media from doing that. So the act, that's what the act was for, is it prevented ABC, NBC, CBS, all of them from preventing government-based propaganda. Well, in 2012, when Obama was in office, and I'm not bashing Obama, some people like him, some people don't, do what, that's your opinion. But in 2012, when Obama was in office, he removed that. And so basically, at that point, when he removed that, that the government at that point could fund the media. And by funding the media, they basically could allow for government propaganda to be pushed on the media, a la, this is good, this is bad, pertaining to whatever ideology was in office. So it allowed that. And so that was the Smith-Mundt Act was removed in 2012. So you could check that out. I'm sure people spin it and they talk about different this and that. But the bottom line is, and for my proof that this is what happened, okay, my proof, again, I brought this up at the previous video. Elon Musk just showed the proof that the federal government was paying ABC, NBC, all of these mainstream media corporations money. And they wouldn't have been able to do that with the Smith-Mundt Act in place. So I hope you understand what I'm saying here. This is why Tom's talking about the media and everything like that. This is why the media is propagandizing you right now, is because the Smith-Mundt Act is removed. And my proof is, look at how much Doge found from you going from you said to these media conglomerates paying them. It's facts. It's not a conspiracy. It's facts. It's historical facts in the federal government from 1948 to this day. We are being manipulated because the federal government is paying these entities to manipulate us, propagandize-wise. Look it up. I'm sorry, folks. No, actually, no, I'm not. That is important to get out, so I'm not sorry.
If you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month. The most dangerous pandemic's propaganda from these clowns. Only mask that's gonna save us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't speak. We don't need to defund police, need to defund the media. Who lies through their teeth like Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog, cause every patient that gets cured is a customer lost. And Big Oil runs the world. The only wars to get fought are with the countries who have natural resources they want. Heard him claiming if a white man braids his hair and likes rap, he's appropriating culture. But if a white
oh my gosh, dude, Tom, come on, dude.
He's a bigot, he's a monster.
This is a beast.
Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist.
That's facts.
The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against
I told you.
They can't stop.
I have been saying this for years. I have been saying this for years. Oh my gosh, dude. Why don't people understand this? The reason things are effed up is because they just keep us fighting. Why can't people see it? You know, you say something to somebody that's facts, and the response is, well, your guy does this. Dude, I'm not attacking your guy. I'm telling you, he did this. Because people, they want to keep us at that perpetual fight, man. Dude, that is facts, dude. And I've been saying it for years. I feel like he's reading my mind, man.
With their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them.
And there's rules. Listen. You might not want to believe this or not, but there are rules that these communist dictators have, basically guidelines. I'll just say guidelines that they have. These communist societies, you know, keep people at odds with each other. You know, the media says this, the media does that. You know, you can't do this, you can't do that. You know, it's all about deception, you know, keeping society off balance all of the time. I know what I'm talking about on this. You know, some people are in the military. You learn things. You learn things. You have friends who are in the military. If you wasn't in intelligence, and your friends were, and you sit down and you're having a couple of alcoholic drinks, dude. Y'all are way naive if you think that you are not being brainwashed every single day of your life. Your phone, your car, the phone, your fingerprints, everything is being. Why do you think they need data centers all everywhere? The Columbia Gorge is getting filled. I mean, they need data centers to collect your data. Is this not valid? This was a few years ago, and look how much has progressed since this. Is this not valid?
They can't stop us, 'cause we're ready to fight.
And Tom is underrated.
I know brainwash us, but we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me. How did monkeys become people and people turned into sheep? They put fluoride in the water that's keeping us asleep. claim they want what's best for us. I find it hard to believe, cause they've been selling us cigarettes since we was 18. Fake news, fake woke, distract and divide. You're either right or you're left, or you're black or you're white. Big tech don't need a microchip to hack in your life, cause the phone inside your pocket is a tracking device. And I don't know
I told you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Biden looking like he ate 100 Xanax for dinner. Cause censoring the president and kicking him
Let me go back.
Cause the phone inside your pocket is a tracking device. And I don't know what I'm more sick of, rappers or Joe Biden looking like he ate 100 Xanax for dinner. Cause censoring the president and kicking him off Twitter is a bigger threat to freedom than foreign ballistic missiles. You don't trust the police or the government, but you want people giving up their right to own a firearm. Why would you be comfortable if police and the government the only people on the planet with the right to
Oh, dude. Stop, dude. Just stop, please. Stop. Yeah. That is the most ignorant. I swear to you, I know I have UK listeners, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I read an article the other day saying that you were going to ban ninja swords and knives in the UK because people were using them to kill people. Like, you've already banned guns. But now they're going to, I swear to you, I think it was on X that they said that they were going to ban sharp objects, knives, and ninja swords. If I don't, is that true? Down below, please. Is this true? In UK? And I mean, this is kind of, it adds to Tom's argument here. He is making my head explode. My head is going to explode.
The president and kicking him off Twitter is a bigger threat to freedom than foreign ballistic missiles. You don't trust the police or the government, but you want people giving up their right to own a firearm. Why would you be comfortable if police and the government the only people on the planet with the right to buy a gun? White privilege getting amplified to reinforce division. It convinces white people that they're favored by their skin, and black people getting angry because they're told they're treated different.
Right.
The conflict is between us and never with the system. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably
Oh my God, dude.
They can't stop us, cause we're ready to
This is not real.
brainwash us.
And yeah, and it like I don't know if I said this in one or I've said it somewhere else. There is a lot of theories where China is implemented the woke ideology here in America to disrupt our society. I don't know if that's true or not, but there's a lot of theories on that.
Freedom die, the whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me. Step 1, train the people only to consume. Step 2, infiltrate adults with the news. Step 3, indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones.
Oh my God,
4,
dude.
separate the right from the left. Step
Stop, dude. Just stop. Okay. I don't even know if I can get through this. He's killing me, folks. I can make this 15-hour-long video right here. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Love, Tom.
Step 1, train the people only to consume. Step 2, infiltrate adults with the news. Step 3, indoctrinate the children through the schools.
That's why they don't want the news. That's why they don't want the news to be free. They have to infiltrate it. The Twitter files, the X files said that James Baker and all of these former FBI folks were all working within Twitter. Do you understand the big scheme of it all? It's a total freaking brain job. Infiltrate the news with the FBI agents and the CIA agents, and they're controlling the news, what they're spewing out to you, the federal government. I have always said this, for the love of everything, please, folks, understand. They have to lie to you to control 350 million people. They're in everything. I've said it a million times. And I wish people would understand that the media that they watch is controlling you through the federal government. I'm probably going to get killed for this.
The music and the apps on the phones that they use. Step 4, separate the right from the left. Step 5, separate the white from the black. Step 6, separate the rich from the poor. Use religion and equality to separate them more. Step 7, fabricate a problem, made a lie. Step 8, put it on the news every night. Step 9, when people start to fight and divide, take control.
Yeah,
this is called situation.
It's chaos because you can't. That is what it is designed for, to create chaos so that the administrative state can come in and control. And, you know, everything that we're bickering about, talking about, one side says this side's fascist, the other side says this, all of that stuff won't matter anymore because the administrative state will own us all. That's why they don't want us together. You see? Dude, it's not hard to understand what is happening. You have to see the bigger picture. That is the brainwash of it all. I knew this was going to happen. Oh my gosh, dude. Nova Rockefeller, great job. Great job. Love the screens. I did get caught up a little bit. This might be the first time. Let me stop here. Let me stop. There we go. No more God mode. I went crazy on that one. This might be the first time that I really was listening to the lyrics more than I was looking at the visual stuff with Tom. I usually get caught up in his visual little thing he's got going on around him, but this might be the first time he really caught my attention with the things that he was saying within the rap. Great song. I knew this is what I was going to get with Tom, and I am just down with this guy, man. He is just dope, you know? He is dope. And that is a high compliment for me, man. I mean, I just don't say that word very often. He's dope. I mean, that you got to be, you know, that's a high compliment from me. That's just kind of how I roll. And I just love Tom. I will be back for more, guys. You know that. Don't forget to subscribe and check him out. And you guys have a great evening and peace.